Good morning, friends. This is your first practical for linear integrated circuit. The practical name is in this practical, its statement is use relevant instruments to measure the input offset voltage, output offset voltage and common mode rejection ratio, that is CMRR. These parameters we have already studied in the class in theory. Okay, now we have to do the practical. This is the circuit diagrams, practical circuit diagrams for the to measure the parameters. First one is for input offset voltage, second one is output offset voltage, and third one is common mode rejection ratio. Now we will move towards the practical. First we make the arrangement as per the diagram. Here we use first we measure the input offset voltage. This is the practical diagram for the input offset voltage. Okay, then here 741 IC is there. Okay, as we know 2 and 3 terminal is input terminal. We have to connect one resistor 10 kilo ohm resistor from point pin number 3 to ground, and where there we apply to first voltage. Okay, and second is second terminal. Here we apply to 10k ohm resistor along with the input voltage. As we know, pin number 7 and 4 for the IC. For 7 number pin is used for the positive supply and 4 number pin is used for negative supply. Okay, and we have to check the output voltage V0. Here we have to measure the input offset voltage. As we know, input offset voltage means what? It is the difference between the input voltages when we get the output is 0 volt, right? For that we connect IC server 4 in breadboard. All connections are made as per the diagram which is discussed earlier. See, for this practical we use this dual power supply first, and this one is second dual power supply. This is used for the 7 and 4 number pin, that is fixed VCC and VEE, and these used for the input voltages. Okay. From here I set the 5 volt. There is a calibration is there. This is for A and B. Okay. When we apply, see here, this is for first V1 it is 2.9 volt and V2 is V2 is 12. Then 12 minus 4, what is 8 volt is there, V1 minus V2. Then we get the in 6 number pin 6.19 millivolt, right? Then for the input of 12 volt and 4 volt for the pin number 2 and 3, V1 minus V2, that is 12 minus 4 is 8. Then we get the offset voltage is 6 millivolt. Clear? Like that you have to measure the V1 and V2. This is input offset voltage. Now we will move towards the output offset voltage. Now second parameter is the output offset voltage. This is the practical circuit for the output offset voltage. Okay. Here pin number 2 and 3, that is the input pins, are connected to directly ground. Here is no input for the pin number 2 and 3. 7 and 4 number pin, 7 pin it is 15 volt, and for pin number 4 it is minus 15 volt. We have to set here and measure the output at the pin number 6. Here we connect the potentiometer of value 10 kilo ohm between pin number 1 and 5. As per this diagram, I arranged these connections in breadboard as discussed earlier. Here I set the 15 volt plus VCC and minus VCC to the pin number 7 and 4. Now I move the potentiometer, adjust the potentiometer to get the value 0 volt. See here, as I move the potentiometer, its value get decreases, right? It is minimum to 0 to 9 volt.